Howdy folks, and welcome to Reaction of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., one of my favorite, probably currently my favorite TV show. I haven't done reaction to this, but we've talked about it quite a bit on our podcast, tuning into sci-fi-tv.com. So if you haven't heard our podcast, we've talked about it forever, and we love it there. So season 6, I thought might as well jump in and start doing reactions to this now that I've started doing reactions on my channel. Why not? Here we go. Episode 1 of season 6, and I am jazzed. I'm so excited. They had that big delay because of Infinity War and Endgame, and not wanting to, wanting this to still be kind of tied into the cinematic universe, at least be able to be reactionary. So they had to wait, obviously. So Fitz died in the old season, but the previous Fitz is still in sleep. Or being transported to the future the long way. Of course, the trailers that I've reacted to as well have just got me so excited for this thing, because we get to see a Coulson of some kind, a Phil Coulson, but not our Phil Coulson. Tahiti. Oh my gosh. What the heck just happened? Did Fitz's pod make it out? Daisy is the welcoming committee? Okay. You're not unarmed. Good to see Simmons again. They've all got hairstyle changes, and it's been a while. It looks like 4 of them went into space looking for Fitz. The rest of them are back here on Earth. Okay. That reality stone stuff going on there? Okay. Oh boy. Seems to have some pretty advanced tech. This is going to be part from the trailer where May and the others look like they've been through an accident, which it looks like they have. We saw this in the trailer. He's a hologram. Yeah. Well, that means Fitz is here. How come he didn't say anything about finding a guy frozen in it? Now, surely Fitz isn't still there. If he bought this for salvage, he would have been through it and ripped it apart. They left their ship completely unmanned? They might have had more than 4 people on there. I don't know. Well, they found the cryopod, but I bet you he's not in it. Yep, completely empty. Who is this actor? He's very familiar to me. I need to look him up. I like how they're coming up with the idea of bringing back S.H.I.E.L.D. Academy. Pretty cool. Rebuilding S.H.I.E.L.D. Got to start from the ground up, right? Like Max said. Okay, so this is the scene from the trailer where Simmons walks up to the cryo chamber, but he's not in it. Sad. So he got out. I imagine he's alive? Where? You'd think the guy who bought the half of the ship for salvage would know where he is. Maybe sold him into slavery or something. Oh, Gemma. I had a feeling she might climb inside to kind of connect with where he last was. That's sad. Okay, so those guys are crossing, and I think they said something about a world, because in one of the trailers, Coulson was saying, I've been to so many worlds, and the first one where you know where I am, so. Oh, Jim.
If we stay under the rings, we might go unnoticed.
We don't need to whisper. Sound can't travel in a vacuum.
It makes me feel better.
Love that. So it looks like when they travel from one universe to the other, they rematerialize using material at the location that they come back at, which is why he's partially made of concrete. I don't know. By the way, I did determine that the actor is the one who played the police chief from Haven. That's why he was so familiar to me. Oh boy. Did they have this kind of jump technology with the Zephyr before in last season? Did I just not remember? So they're going to blow the museum so that the other person doesn't have a structural conflict like the first guy stuck in cement. So this must be the quote-unquote accident that we saw May and company having survived. Oh, that's the explosion where the truck comes through. The truck we saw in the trailer. Yep, and here's the aftermath. This is the scene that they released. This brief little clip. Everybody's reacting after some sort of an accident. The truck comes through. Coulson walks out, demands her to be given to him. Yep. This truck is a little reminiscent for some reason for me of the one that was in Deadpool. It's not the same, I know, but just armored, big rig sort of thing. I should be all on pins and needles right now, wondering who this is, but in all the trailers and the clip that they released, they gave away this little shocker. But this is Coulson. A. Coulson, I should say. Aren't they lucky they came through to a world that had roads? Who is this? Is this going to be Fitz? Oh, it does kind of look like Fitz. Yeah, it's Fitz. Yep. Why are his eyes green, though? What's going on? Oh, boy. Okay, so you've got Daisy Simmons, Piper, and the other guy on Deep Space looking for Fitz. And Fitz, we just saw, has been modified in some way. Looks like maybe he's working to try to figure out a way to freeze himself, like Simmons thought, or something else. I don't know. But he's definitely still alive, which is good news. And Simmons had set the coordinates for Deep Space. As she said, I don't think when they knew they had to jump because they were under attack that she then set the coordinates to the Deep Space. I think she had already set those coordinates. And then asked, because she was asking them to go there. And so what she was saying by the coordinates already set was, I'm not going to change them. We don't have time to change them. We don't have time to change them. Basically saying they're already set. I'm just going there because we have to jump anyway. And so obviously that's where they're headed. Back on Earth though. So I was speculating after the Spider-Man trailer, the second trailer, the full trailer, I guess, that if they are doing a multiverse thing, that maybe other Coulson and his crew are coming from another universe. They are coming from another universe. That's pretty clear, I think, from the clip in the trailer where he says, something like, of all the universe, I've been to a lot of worlds, and this is the only one where anybody knows who I am, sort of thing. And as they were making comments about, landing points or entry points having structures built on them, meaning that they're on another Earth and just coming through some sort of a universal or a parallel dimensional portal into another Earth, into our Earth this time. So that kind of is a multiverse thing too, right? It's very much a multiverse thing, a sliders thing, multiverse thing going on. And whether or not Spider-Man is real multiverse thing, or like some people are speculating, maybe just trickery or not, I don't know. But they definitely are doing a multiverse kind of thing here in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is really cool. Man, May having, from what we understand, been there when our Coulson died. It's going to be difficult, but I don't think she's the kind who would break down or have issues. I mean, she'll have issues, but I don't think her ability to perform will be inhibited by having another Coulson around, especially one who is evil, because this one seems to be, or at least really cold, one or the other. I kind of hope they don't do the old, we know our Coulson is in there, you're the same man, you've got to be good at heart sort of thing, and try to win him over. Maybe I kind of want him to be a villain. and I kind of want him to either get away or be defeated, in a weird sort of way. But knowing that there are other Coulsons, which we already know that. No, I'm thinking of the construct. No, okay. So as a return, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I loved it. One of the things I love about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is pacing. This is continuing to have really great pacing. I never got bored watching it, which, so many shows on today. There are scenes where you're like, yawn, get to it, get on with it. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't have that, doesn't have it this time. And they're doing really two storylines, which my co-host on Tuning Into Sci-Fi TV, Kevin Batchelder, he does not like when the core crew of any show splits up into two completely different stories. So I'm wondering if he's not going to like this. I don't mind it too much, knowing that they're going to come together eventually anyway, which I'm sure they will. And we've got this real deep space, sort of almost Firefly-y sort of a crew on the hunt for something up against this big Confederation shit. I don't know what all that's about. But they're up against some sort of big bad. They're a little rebel, little ship, they're scavengers, yeah, kind of pretty much. Ship up against the big bad guy up in deep space, which is really cool. So we get in outer space, space-based science fiction, which we love. But we get Earth-based parallel universe science fiction too, which is also cool. So I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. I don't have a clue from this what the crew from the other universe and the alternate Coulson want. Hopefully that'll come out pretty soon. Yeah, not a clue. Not a clue at all. They're coming through for a purpose, and that trailer clip implies they've done that to multiple worlds, but what that purpose is, I don't know. Hopefully we do find out pretty soon. All right, ultimately, I'm really enjoying it coming back. I mean, it's still pretty cool. It's still my favorite show. Yeah, it was a good episode, packed. In fact, I had to check very near, right before we saw Fitz, I checked how much time was left in the show, and I'm like, oh, there's only a little bit of time left. It just went by so freaking fast. Anyway, guys, I really liked it. Let me know what you think about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Check our podcast if you want to hear us talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and other shows as well. Did you like this return? What do you think the Alt Coulson and his crew are after? I mean, if you've got spoilers from somebody, that's different. But what do you think he's after? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.